Hey guys, we are back with another workout. Today we're going to be doing a beginner Pilates workout. So even if you're not beginner and you just want to strip it back, we're going to be focusing on your form and just taking things nice and slow. So we're going to come and start on all fours, your hands in line with your shoulders, your knees in line with your hips. We're just going to take a little stretch, so just a cat-cow. You're going to tilt the pelvis and look all the way up towards the sky on your exhale. And then inhale, drawing your belly button to spine, rounding the spine, and again, inhale, tilting the pelvis, arching through the lower back, press the shoulders down the back, squeeze on that exhale. Inhale, round your spine, find that mobility, look all the way through your legs, drop the head between the shoulders. Exhale, lengthen, arching, press the shoulders down the back, squeeze into that stretch. And again, inhale, rounding. Really tucking the pelvis under, looking through those inner thighs, drawing in the abdominals. And then exhale, final stretch through the lower back, coming to your neutral position. From here, you're going to lengthen your right leg all the way out. You're on a nice neutral spine here. Stretching through the feet, you're just going to slowly lift that leg in towards the body and slowly lengthen all the way out. Good. Inhaling to pull the knee just in line with the opposite leg and exhaling as you stretch. Finding length through the back of the leg. So you want to focus on drawing that straight line with the leg. Keeping the back nice and still, so you don't want to lift the leg too high. Pointing through the toes and stretching through the back of the knee. Good. Nice, guys. As you're here, think about drawing in your abdominals, squeezing, tightening through the stomach, and pressing your shoulders away from your ears. So using the hands to allow you to lift up and away from the mat. Perfect. Gorgeous, guys. On your next one, we're going to hold that leg lifted, and you're going to start to slightly tap down and lightly lift up. So again, just keeping that leg strong and creating that nice long line as you lower and slowly lift. The more tension you have in your feet and in that leg, the more you're going to feel the glutes. So really taking it easy. Squeezing through the glutes, resisting the air. So you're fighting through that air like you're moving through honey. Squeeze to lift. Squeeze to lower. You've got 8 more like this, and then we're going to start to add your opposite arm to leg. First 7. Last 6. Keep squeezing and engaging through the glutes for 5. Final 4. Last 3. For 2. Final 1, you're going to lift that leg and slowly bring that leg all the way down. Bring it in for a second, have a little shake. Shake out those wrists, circle around, release any tension through your hips, and then we're going to extend that leg all the way out again. Your left fingertips are long. You're going to lift the leg and arm, lightly tap the floor. Slowly lift and slowly lower. So moving nice and carefully, there's no rush. The slower you move, the more balance you'll have. And the more you'll feel this in all the right places. So you're challenging your core as well as engaging those glutes here. Good, perfect, guys. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, squeeze to lift. Resisting again, so fighting to go nice and slow. Shoulders down the back. Growing nice and tall. Finding that two-way pull from your toes all the way to your fingertips. You've got 8 more. You may feel your underneath leg here as well, that is fine. First 7. Last 6, drawing the belly button towards your spine for 5. Last 4. Final 3, and then we're going to hold it up, we're going to pulse in 2. Last 1, hold it up, place the hand down, just that leg. We pulse up an inch, down an inch, squeeze 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring that leg in, knees nice and wide, press into a child's pose. Chest goes forward, reach the fingertips out in front of you. Just relaxing your head down onto your mat. Perfect, guys. From here, you're going to come up nice and slowly. We're going to come and lay down on your side. So you're going to have your legs at the corner of your mat, and you're going to rest your head in your hands. So pretty relaxed position. You're going to use your top hand. So your opposite hand is going to just rest in front of you. This is going to allow you to stabilize your hips. And then from here, you're going to lift and lower your top leg. So slowly lift, just in line with the hips, not too high, and slowly down. But notice that I'm not letting my feet touch, because you want to keep this tension up through the glutes. Inhale as you lift that leg, exhale, slowly lower. Perfect. And even though I'm laying here, there's still a bit of space between my waist and the floor. I'm still thinking about engaging through the abs, relaxing the shoulders. I'm not completely slouching on the floor. Find that length, grow tall through your body. Feel like someone is pulling your foot to the other side of the room as you lift and as you lower. Perfect. Like your toe is on a puppet string as you squeeze to lift. Slowly resist on the way down, not quite allowing your toes to touch. Good, perfect. Taking your time. Squeeze, lengthen, stretch that leg. Really extending all the way out through the back of your leg. And starting to feel those right glutes getting nice and warm. You've got 8 more here, then we keep the leg lifted. For 7. For 6. For 5. Final 4. 3. For 2. Final 1, your leg is lifted. We flex that foot. You're going to kick that leg forward slowly. Point the toes to sweep it back. Like you're painting a brush on a wall. So squeeze, flex forward. Point the toes, pull back. When you pull back, you're only coming back in line with the opposite leg. Don't take that leg behind you. Perfect, guys. Lengthen, squeeze, find that glute engagement. Amazing. Try your best to keep that leg at the same level. Don't let it drop down towards the floor. Good. If you let that leg drop, you might not feel the burn quite as much, and you want to feel the glutes burning. Squeezing through that, honey, as you kick the leg forward, sweep, and then point the toes to slowly carry that leg back behind you. Good, amazing, guys. Finding that length, that tension through the glutes for 8 more, and then we hold that leg forward on the diagonal line. Last 7, keep engaging through your core. Keep maintaining that height of the leg for 6. Final 5. Inhaling as you sweep forward. Exhale as you sweep back for 4. Last 3. Final 2. On your last one, you're going to sweep that leg forward with a pointed toe this time, and you draw little circles with that leg. Good. Your whole leg draws that circle. Squeeze. You've got 8 in each direction. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch in that direction, opposite way. Very small, slow and controlled. Squeeze. 8, 7, 6. Breathing for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees all the way in. Give the glute a smack if you need to. Take a little breather, and then you're going to come and lay down on your back. From here, just bringing your feet hands width away from your glutes and hip distance apart. Hands are just going to be by your side. We're going to just warm up your spine and make sure we're in the right position. So you're going to take your pelvic tilt. So you're going to rock your pelvis forward, create that space between the lower back and the mat, and then tilt your pelvis upwards. So you're just creating that space and then closing that space. This is just mobilizing through the lumbar spine, and also going to ensure that you're going to be holding that imprinted version. So this is your imprinted spine. Every single time we are going to work through your abs. So you're going to inhale, tilt that pelvis. Exhale, close that space. Let's just take 5 more here. And then we're going to hold in your imprinted spine for 4. Perfect. Final 3. Really exaggerating that position. See if you can tilt further and imprint harder for 2. On your last one, you're going to hold in your imprint. Hands come behind your head. You're going to have your elbows nice and wide. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you curl up through the shoulders. Keep your head in line with your spine. Squeeze. And then inhale, roll the shoulders back down. Try your best to maintain that wide position with the elbows. You don't want to let them close. Gorgeous, guys. Inhale, relax. Exhale, use your abs to draw the shoulders up and off the mat. And then inhale, slowly peel yourself back down. Exhale, drawing the belly button towards your spine, looking through those inner thighs. Inhale, drop the head. Perfect, guys. So just warming up through your upper abdominals here. Try to take a little pause at the top and try to challenge yourself, lifting the shoulders as high as you can. Your head is heavy in your hands, so try not to pull on the neck. You don't want to pull through the neck. You want to lift through your center. You're moving from your powerhouse, which is your center, your deep core muscles. Squeeze to lift, slowly lower. We're going to take 8 more like this. Perfect, guys. Taking a big, deep exhale on every curl up. First 7. Final 6, squeezing to see if you can lift slightly higher and lengthen those elbows even wider for 5. Final 4, then we are going to hold at the top of your curl up. For 3, squeeze, rib cage sliding down towards your hips. For 2. Gorgeous, everyone. Final 1, we're going to hold it here. We're just going to squeeze and hold for 5. Can you lift higher? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come all the way down. Perfect. Hands come by your side. We're still going to keep that imprinted spine, and you're going to bring your legs into a tabletop. So knees in line with the hips, feet in line with your knees. We're just going to toe tap. Hinge from the hip, tap the toe on the floor, and then lengthen the opposite toe down on the floor. You're going to start to feel the lower abdominals here as well. If you feel your lower back lifting, then don't take that leg quite as low. So just watch out for that. Just be mindful of your body, just listening to your body and seeing what feels good for you. You want to feel the core here, not that lower back. Perfect. Inhale, the knee comes in. Exhale, you tap that toe down. Really working through those lower abs. Not allowing the shape of that leg to change, just simply hinging from the hip. Tapping the toes towards the floor and slowly return. Good. Really strong, everyone. Keep breathing. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Let's just go for 8 more here. Last 7. Final 6. Squeeze. Find that deep connection as you lower the leg. Tap to the floor for 5. Final 4. Deep breath on every toe tap for 3. Gorgeous, guys. You're here for your last 2. Final 1, bringing both legs all the way in. Take a little second, hug your knees all the way in towards your chest, and then just rock side to side, releasing any tension that you may have held through your lower back. From here, we're going to extend both of those legs all the way up. You're going to hold on tight to your right leg. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Slowly roll up through the shoulders like you just did, and extend that left leg nice and long. We're going to switch. Taking it into the left leg and the right leg. Pull that thigh towards your chest like you're stretching. Use your elbows to pull the leg tighter towards the chest. Perfect. Simultaneously engaging your abs, working through the core strength as well as stretching through those legs, lengthening. Find that stretch and length through the hamstring. Stretching through the toes, lengthen through the back of the legs. Can you lift the shoulders higher? We've only got 8 more. This is your final challenge. 7. For 6. For 5. Last 4. Then we're going to lay down in 3. In 2. Final 1. Hug that leg in and slowly release. Stretching those arms above your head. Good. Just taking a little second to stretch it all the way out. Hug your knees all the way in. Hands come on the back of your legs. Rock yourself all the way up to seated. From here, we're going to come up onto all fours again, and we're going to go onto your left leg this time. So hands in line with your shoulders, and then you're going to lengthen out that left leg behind you. You're going to slowly start to pull that knee back in line with the opposite leg and slowly lengthen all the way out. Remember, everything from the first side. So we're only extending in line with your spine, not allowing that leg to go too high. Lifting up and away from your shoulders, chest rising above that mat, so try not to sink too low. And really drawing your belly button to spine so you're engaging through your core at the same time. Perfect, gorgeous guys, finding that nice long line. You want to try and take that engagement now into the left side of the body, so trying to wake up the left glutes. So remember, the way you did that before was pointing through the toes, squeezing to stretch through the back of the leg. Even when you think you've got your full extension, seeing if you can stretch even more. Finding that two-way pull from your head all the way to the tip of your toes. Gorgeous, guys. Inhale, the knee comes in. Exhale, you start to stretch and lengthen. We're here for 8 more, then we're going to start to tap that toe down towards the floor. Last 7. Slowly lengthening out. Slowly coming back to meet your opposite leg for 6. Again, you might feel the right glutes working here as well. That is normal. For 5, they're working to stabilize you in this position. Final 4, drawing those abdominals in for 3. Last 2, then we're going to hold that leg all the way out to tap the toes towards the floor. Final 1, take that extension. Inhale, exhale, tap down. Inhale, squeeze up. Perfect. Keep growing tall all the way out of those shoulders. Pressing the hands into the mat to allow you to lengthen through the spine. Perfect. Just finding that constant stretch all the way through the back of that leg. Gorgeous. Starting to feel those left glutes getting nice and warm. We're going to go for 5 more, and then we're going to start to lift and lower that opposite arm. For 4. For 3. Final 2. Keeping your eye line at the top of your mat for 1. Bring that leg all the way down. Take a little second. Release any of that tension. And when you're ready, coming back to your tabletop position, extend that left leg, extend that right arm. We lift slowly, resist to return. Tap the fingers and the toes, squeeze up. Good. Allowing your core to strengthen you and stabilize you in this position. Inhale, we tap. Exhale, lift. Perfect. Your left hand is working to take your shoulders down your back. Keep thinking about lifting away from your mat, not allowing your body to sink. We're only here for 8, and then we pulse through that leg for 7. Final 6, finding that stretch from the fingers to the toes for 5. Final 4, squeeze, find that stretch, engage the glutes. You're here for 3, then the hand comes down for 2. Final 1, lift that leg, place the hand on the floor. We just pulse up and down an inch to finish. 8, squeeze, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in. Perfect. Take that child's pose, knees nice and wide. Chest goes forward, stretch the fingers out in front of you. Just relaxing your head down onto your mat. And then slowly coming to your laying down on your side position, resting your head in your hands and bringing your legs to the corner of the mat again. We're going to just slowly lift that leg and lower. Remembering to lift through the waist, engage the core and relax those shoulders, not slouching down. Slowly lift, slowly lower. Continuing that engagement of the left glutes here. Taking your time to slowly peel that leg up and down. Good. Try not to rock backwards off your mat. You want to keep this top hand to stabilize you on the mat. Perfect, guys. Thinking about drawing and tightening through the stomach. So squeeze your belly button to spine as you slowly lift and lower. Making sure those feet don't tap, so you keep that energy going through those feet. Perfect. Inhaling as the toes tap down. Exhaling as you squeeze to lift. We're going here for 8 more, then we keep that leg lifted. Last 7, just lifting in line with your hips, no higher for 6. Final 5, 4, for 3, don't lose that engagement, 2, holding that leg up on your next one, flex the feet, we're going to sweep forward slowly, point the toes to sweep back, take your time, good, relaxing those shoulders, squeeze, sweep, and point, flex forward, abs engaged, point the toes to pull back, perfect. Lengthening out through that leg, engage, lifting through that waist, squeeze, pretending like you're painting on that wall and pushing through honey so you resist the urge to rush. Gorgeous, guys, only 8. And then we hold that leg forward for your circles. Your legs are almost finished for 6. Exhale, sweep back for 5. Stabilizing those hips, not starting to rock side to side for 4. Almost there, you've got 3. Final 2. Amazing. On your last one, take it forward, point the toes. We take those circles. Oh my God, there's a cat behind me. Oh, so cute. Just 8 in this direction. 7, 6, then we switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, engage those glutes, we switch that circle direction. The whole leg goes with you, very small, slow and controlled for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, point those toes, 3, 2, and 1. Pull your knees all the way in. Oh my goodness, giving your glutes a smack. And then we are going to finish with a very quick ab exercise, and then we are all done. Coming back to your hands and knees. Toes are going to tuck under you, take an inhale. On your exhale, just lift the knees and slowly tap down. If you need to, you can come all the way down every single time. But if you can, you're going to stay lifted. So don't quite let your knees touch that floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Good. Abs drawn in. Eye line to the top of that mat. Breathe. Taking your time. Use your core strength. Shoulders down the back. We're here for 10, then you're done. 9, little ab challenge. 8, 7, 6, you're stronger than you think. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, we're going to hold those knees lifted. Just breathe. Engage those abs. Shoulders back. We hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch all the way into your child's pose. Knees nice and wide. Reach the fingers forward. Place your chest on the floor. Perfect. When you're ready, come and sit yourself facing forward, cross-legged as always. Left hand down on the floor. Right arm comes all the way up and over. Enjoying that side stretch. Pressing your knees down. And then turning your chest to face that same direction. Reach forward, drop the head. Coming to face center again, stretching through that lower back and the side of your body. Right hand comes on the floor. Left arm reaches all the way up and over. Chest lifted, fingertips long. And then again, turning your chest to face that same thigh. Relax the head. Stretching through the lower back. Coming back through center and then come all the way up and over, and you are all finished. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in my next workout.